Minister, Honorable Chairperson of National Human Rights Commission, Dr. Sanjeev Chopra ji, Srijit Mishra ji, and Dr. Subhajit Rai ji, and all those who are inside this hall. This is a small hall, and it's a small audience. Ashish ji, my colleague, has already introduced those who are on the dais. But let me introduce those who are in the audience. I'm not wrong if I say that we are in a different world. We always believe in dreams, and I believe this is a complete dream world where we are in. Those people who are sitting in the audience, they are not persons, they are probably representing institutions. So let me start from the left side itself. There is Venus Upadhyay, who is a journalist from US-based Epoch Times, representing reporting geopolitics from South Asian. I don't know if I am wrong, you can correct me. Next to her is Madam Sanjeev Chopra ji. So I actually forgot the name, so Rasmi ji, Madam Rasmi ji. And here in the middle, Mridula Pradhan ji. She is not just the better half of Dharmendra Pradhan ji. She herself is a personality. She was in student politics. And if you believe or if you think that there is a woman behind every man's success, then that is Mridula Pradhan. Here, she is representing from Bloomsbury. Ma'am, please. Meenakshi ji. She is representing Bloomsbury. She is here. And we have here, you already saw the transformed souls, the beggar turned entrepreneurs. But let me tell you, there are also people who are behind them. Not only a woman behind a man or a man behind a woman, there are also investors behind these transformed souls. Namrata Mishra ji from Bangalore. And Vikas Kumar, I have not seen him, though he has already invested in Beggars Corporation. And if Vikas ji is here, please do raise your hand. Nahi hai. All right. And Suryakanta Ravi, she was in the Kabul mission of UN. She left her job recently, and she has flew specifically from Hyderabad to this function, just to attend this function. There is Balbir Chawla ji from Pune, who has come for this function. And he is not even a person, just a person. He represents innovators, a powerful group of investors. And now I will introduce you a very interesting person among you, Renuka Aradhya ji. Those who think that beggars can only do small shops, see the man standing there, Renuka Aradhya, who was begging sometimes on the streets with his father, and now owns Pravasi cabs worth 60 crore plus. He is from Bangalore. There is Khosla ji from TCS. There is Professor Tripathi ji from Jaipuriya Institute. There is Shruti Nagavanshi, who is our NGO partner, and she has come from Banaras. She and Lenin Raghuvanshi, they represent PVCHR and Janamitra Nyas, who is our NGO partner for the Child Beggar School, the School of Life. There is Avinash ji, who is our tech partner. He did his PhD in IT. He was teaching in a college. He left his job, started his own organization, and he is our tech partner. And there is Anu Tandon ji. When I knew nobody in Uttar Pradesh, she was the first who invited me to Lucknow. We worked for some time together, and the bond is so strong that she is associated with us, supporting us from the very beginning. So there are so many people here, many of whom I don't know personally. And here is Sushant Sharma. He also heads which organization you head? Okay. He was once upon a time was in charge of my reception when I was in the media house. And the guy, he was in charge of Tata Smart City, then the L&T Smart City, and now another MNC. There is Payal Agrawal, exporting tea to different countries. She has given me a proposal recently that in Delhi we will start one Beggars tea to export. And she is also here. She is one among our earliest investors. And there are many other people whom I can say, I do apologize. So many of whom I don't know by name. Yeah, I forgot to mention another important team. That is the Radio Mirch. The Radio Mirch team. The Radio Mirch team is already here. Because of them only, we started onboarding beggars from CP itself. And here is Deepu. We onboarded here from the city itself. So a small gift for you by recently beggar, I can't say an entrepreneur whom we onboarded recently from Delhi itself. Yeah, it's not a crowd at all. I don't believe in crowd. Crowd follows leaders. But here are people who make their own ways. We are here to make our own ways. If you talk about beggars, I will take just 5 minutes, nothing more, just to introduce what is Beggars Corporation and what we are doing. I believe I am a proud beggar. Don't take me otherwise. We are not asking for money. Don't donate, invest. That is our slogan already. We are not asking for coin, but we are asking for your conscience. We are not asking for your sympathy. We are asking for your support. We are not asking for your donation or charity. We are asking to donate to invest your intent. If you invest your intent, India can be begging free, marks to marks in 3 years. We, the people of India, forget about government. Why should we always blame the government? Why should we always depend on the government? Government didn't start begging. Government didn't start charity. We have created a very vast market of पाप और पुण्य. और ये जो पाप पुण्य का बाजार हम लगा के रखे हैं शादी से, उसका जो रेट, उसका जो वैल्यू है 1,30,000 crore per annum. This is not my estimate. This is the estimate of Bain and Company. Just imagine, we have half a million beggars. max से max 5 लाख भिखारी है हमारे पास. हमारे सिस्टम में हम आज तक बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन इज सच ए काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which has refused the VC firms, which has refused Shark Tank India. And what we did, it's a kind of revolution that I already introduced the people here. When educated youth go to the bank and bank cannot give them 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, there are people like Namrata Mishra and Vikasji and others who invested 2 lakh on one beggar. And it was not charity. We have already repaid in last December with 100% ROI. Payal Agrawal is sitting there. She has got the return with ROI. So, beggars can do business, beggars can do profit, and beggars can take care of their lives and give tax to the government. The beggar turned entrepreneurs of Varanasi are paying GST to the government. So also income tax, though it's a small amount. So also income tax. We are not complaining. We know how to take care of our lives. What we need from the society. This is a unique meeting because here we have the policy makers, here we have the people, and here we have the beneficiaries. And if you talk of the private organization, then Beggars Corporation is also a profit-making company. Government has PPP. We can make it 4P. Instead of private-public partnership, we can say private-public-people partnership. We are here to help government. There is a big need as far as the blue-collar jobs of India is concerned. Every year India needs more than 3 crore blue-collar jobs, and there is a shortage of 80% jobs. That's why Beggars Corporation has tied up with our tech partner to launch Beggars Employment Exchange. And in 3 years, we have already made a blueprint. We will provide jobs to 1 lakh beggars whom we will train, bring to the mainstream, and provide them jobs. So I have only three requests. One thing I would like to request, because NHRC is here, Hon'ble Minister is here, it is about, say, human rights too. I do recall that famous line of Martin Luther King Jr. Injustice anywhere that threatens justice everywhere. So if somewhere we have some sort of injustice and we don't correct it, then it's such a kind of disease which can take all of us into its trap. It's not only begging trap or poverty trap, injustice is also a trap. So I request, we have already, I do thank the minister that for the first time in India, we moved beyond the criminalization of begging. The Bombay Begging Act, which the British have started. And in 2022 February, in this Dr. Ambedkar International Center, where I was a part of that meeting, Hon'ble Minister and his ministry launched Smile Project for the beggars. And many don't know that Hon'ble Minister Virendra Kumar has done PhD on child labor. So I believe he understands this. So the first thing what we require is the definition of begging. What is begging? That is the first thing required. Second thing that is required is the identification, verification of the beggars. That is one thing we do face there in Banaras, here in Delhi also. We don't know who is running a racket, who is not, who is a criminal. We don't know who is coming from outside the country, not Indian, we don't also know. So it is a very big challenge. Once that identification, verification is done, it will be very easier to include them in all the socio-economic, policies the government has. So here I want to end. Just one thing I want to tell. We have already got Ram Mandir. But we all know that Ram was famous for Ram Raj. There is a very famous line in the, say, Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas. That is the definition of Ram Rajya. Nahi daridra koi dukhi na dina. Nobody is poor, nobody is sad, nobody is helpless. And beggars come in that class. I do request the policymakers, NHRC, Chairperson, NHRC is called as the poor man's Supreme Court. So I do request them to set the agenda in such a way that we can make India begging free under his tenure and declare it here itself and give that justice, dignity to all those people, all those extreme poor and helpless people whom we have left behind. Thank you.